Look at Elle Brooke, and they're like, I want to be like Elle Brooke. You are not gonna be Elle Brooke. First of all, you might not be as good looking as Elle Brooke. Like according to society, you might not be as good looking as her. Number two, you might not be able to do the things she's willing to do. Number three, you might not, have that like surrounding around you, a manager. These people, they treat their business, their OnlyFans accounts professionally. They've got managers, they've got cameramen, they've got like a whole set, they've got like role play, they've got so many things to keep their audience engaged, to keep the money flowing. Hello Redom family, welcome back to the channel. In this video today we're going to be looking at Piers Morgan's YouTube channel, which is called Piers Morgan Uncensored, where he invites different people to his podcast to talk about life in general and talk about controversial subjects, and apparently they are uncensored. So this is a platform that everybody believes is needed, especially with the madness going on nowadays. But yeah, let's see what we've got here.
Back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. It really is going to get a bit uncensored here. Onlyfans has become a digital phenomenon. There's 190 million users and 3 million so-called creators who mostly use the space to upload X-rated photographs and videos of themselves for their subscribers. And it's big business. Very big.
A very damaging business to society.
Business, raking in $5 billion a year. Well, Ellie Brooke, who makes 6 to 7 figures per month on the site.
6 to 7 figures per month. If anything, isn't that like a big issue, the fact that men feel like they have to rely on visual stimulation? Isn't that a big issue? But instead of sorting that issue out itself, we're masking it with OnlyFans and content creators and soft corn. Whoops. This censoring is heavy. I can't even. Jeez. Okay, let's keep going.
Describes it as empowering. But after years of fighting back against the objective use of women in newspapers, magazines, and as cheerleaders in sport, isn't it just, well, a bit of a backward step? Well, joining me now is OnlyFans creator Elle Brooke. I did ask you and then got it wrong.
Now, before I continue this, I'm not trying to like attack any OnlyFans career or anything, I'm not trying to attack them, but I'm just being like, by promoting these women, by bringing them onto your podcast and talking about this, you're literally giving them free clout, you're giving them free attention, you're giving them free promotion. And of course, she brings views to the channel, that's true. But do you know how many people are going to go search up her name? Do you know how many people are going to search up her name? How many men are going to search up her name once they switch this video off and go have a blast off? Do you know how many men are going to do that? Wow. Because I'm not going to lie here, like I've never in my life paid for OnlyFans or whatever, none of that nonsense here. But there was a time in my life where any little trigger could set me off. So I know what I'm talking about. The best thing when you're trying to escape corn addiction is to avoid all triggers to begin with, till your mind and dopamine is fixed to the point where you're not easily controlled.
To the Blair White Project, Blair White over in the States. So welcome to both of you. All right, Elle, now tell me about yourself.
Yeah.
What were you before you did this?
I was a law student.
She was a law student. OnlyFans is paying more than law nowadays, And like a lot of women will say, I'm literally getting paid to have fun. That's what they're gonna say. And who can you blame them though? Like literally, like you're parting with your earned money, grinding an Amazon warehouse. You're parting with it just to get a little glimpse of what you will never get. That's crazy. But I don't blame these women for taking the opportunities. If I was a woman in 2023, I'd probably take the opportunity too. But then again, I'd probably realize before I take the opportunity that this is messed up. And also my home training, my background won't let me do it anyway. I have way too many people. I'm not going around trying to impress people, but You know, I come from a background where self-respect is very valuable. You know, it's held in high places. So it's not like this degenerative society we live in now.
And now I'm a TikTok.
At university?
Yeah, University of Southampton. So
did you graduate or?
No. I dropped out to do OnlyFans because I was making a lot of money. So I was like, why am I doing reading?
You can't blame her.
A lawyer.
Yes.
And then you
She's in
started
trouble.
OnlyFans while you're at university.
Well, you can't blame her.
Yes.
What made you get into it?
Because I saw how much money other people were earning, and I was thinking, hey, I could do this too. And then it turns out I'm pretty good at getting my clothes off, and I was like, this is a career for me.
Now, see, okay, look, I've nothing against you. I'm not taking a moral view here, right?
Exactly.
You can do what the hell you like, it's legal. I'm just disappointed that someone like you's obviously got a great brain, training to be a law student at university.
No childhood. Well, maybe she does have childhood trauma. Well, clearly she looks like she's quite grounded. Well, not grounded. What am I saying? She looks like she's quite. She you know, she's very well presented. You know, she's very articulate in the way she talks. And she was studying law. So it's like there was no need for her to go down this path. The only reason she went down this path was money. Maybe not even the attention. Maybe the attention, because that's like the number one currency in the world right now. But money. That's the reason. And can you blame her? She's earning $100,000 per month. Most people would quit. But who are we to blame this woman? Blame the simps. Blame the men that are spending their hard-earned Poundland money, or hard-earned Beanman money, or hard-earned, accountant money, hard-earned IT money, or whatever, on these women that would never even look in their direction in public. If that's not sad, I don't know what sad is. If that's not incel energy, I don't know what incel energy is.
Decides to pack it all in to just take your clothes off for perfect strangers on OnlyFans. Why?
Because I wouldn't have made loads of money as a solicitor anyway. Like, I would have earned money, yes, but I earned that in 2 weeks now. And I earned that throughout uni.
How much do you make? I mean, how much money do you make?
I earn a lot. How much do you make? Maybe like double that?
Well, we won't get into what I earn, but what do you earn?
I earn a lot of money.
Well, give me a number.
Well, I don't want to give a specific number, but I'm 0.01 on OnlyFans, so I'm as top as it gets.
What does that mean?
It means you are the best of the best. 0.01%.
Best of the best of what?
OnlyFans creators in monetary terms.
Why are you so good?
Because I'm really good looking.
Right.
And original.
We're certainly not shy, are you?
No, I know I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, but I don't want to sound like a hater, or I don't want to sound like, but you see you're very good looking, but you've got like a whole, like if you're really extremely good looking, you're not going to have this amount of makeup and eyelashes, and you're not going to have it on. Sorry. And also, everything is not looks, you know. There are women out there who make decent amount of money on OnlyFans that they don't look good, but it's the activities they do on there as well, and the way they make their followers feel, you know. They immerse the followers in their. Look, I don't want to get into this because I'm starting to sound like I manage this stuff, but I promise you guys I'm not into this. I've never been into it, you know. But it's just quite funny how she's so vain, and she's like, well, I'm good looking, but girl, you got the old makeup on, you got the on, you know. Anyways, who am I to judge her?
I'm not going to harangue you for being cocky, because that would be ridiculous coming from me, but alright, well, let me go to Blair here. I mean, Blair, look, on the face of it, isn't this really what feminist empowerment's all about? A woman in control of her body, doing what she wants with it, making a huge amount of money? Isn't it entirely down to Elle, what she decides to do?
It absolutely is up to Elle to do whatever she wants to do in her professional career. And I don't have any issue with adults doing what they want, entering sex work.
Yeah.
However, unfortunately, I think the way in which OnlyFans is often discussed in public makes it out to be this quick get-rich scheme. It reeks of a pyramid scheme.
Most people are not making money on OnlyFans. Most women, most men are not. Like she said, she's 0.01%. She's the creme de la creme of her field. Most women look at her and they're like, I want to be like her. Just like most women, just like most men look at Drake and they're like, I want to be a rapper. Most people are not going to get to the height of Drake. First of all, you have to sell your soul. Secondly, you have to, have connections. And like, if you look at her, she's probably had to do some messed up stuff because the demands are only going to get worse the higher you go up the pyramid. So a lot of women think this is the path for them till they do it and they're like, nah, this is disgusting, I can't hack this. But by that time, all your business is already out there. Now you can get a normal job. Now you're
And oftentimes young girls find themselves following this fool's gold rush and not really understanding the consequences of it. So here's some information that I feel like young girls should arm themselves with. The average registered OnlyFans creator makes only $180 a month. That's the average. Man. So we're not discussing that, obviously.
I thought it was like
but that is the average. Making about $2,500 a month puts you in the top 1%, which adds up to $15 an hour, which is the same or less than McDonald's pays. So oftentimes these young girls find themselves, entering sex work thinking that it's going to be financially, beneficial for them, and they end up making less than a fast food worker, but they still take on the entire stigma of being involved in sex work and oftentimes can't find employment afterwards. So my only issue is people doing these things without having, themselves
a clear idea of what the consequences will be. Imagine quitting uni, starting OnlyFans, being unsuccessful, and not being able to get a job. What a waste. And then struggling to find a husband in the future because your business is out there. What a waste. That's like the worst decision like you could possibly make. And then people look at Elle Brooke and they're like, I want to be like Elle Brooke. You are not going to be Elle Brooke. First of all, you might not be as good looking as Elle Brooke. Like, according to society. You might not be as good looking as her. Number two, you might not be able to do the things she's willing to do. Number three, you might not, have that, like, surrounding around you, a manager. These people, they treat their business, their OnlyFans accounts professionally. They've got managers, they've got cameramen, they've got like a whole set, they've got like role play, they've got so many things to keep their audience engaged, to keep the money flowing. But you just want to lay down in bed eating pizza and then doing it with your boyfriend and expecting people are just gonna like. Before you make a rash decision like this, to me, this is equivalent to a guy that says he wants to start selling drugs and start, shotting. And it's like, yeah, you hear it pays well, but are you willing to hustle though? Are you willing to like put in that work? By the way, I'm not encouraging nobody to do it. Please do not do that. Please. I'm very much against it. I'm like, if you were to do it, most people that indulge in things like that, they don't make it. Because they carry that same that same work ethic, that same laziness, they carry it into every field they enter.
Armed with the information, and I think everyone should know what the
Yeah, I mean, look, you make some good points. I mean, what do your family think of this? I mean, they must be incredibly disappointed, surely, that you backed in a potentially really successful career as a lawyer to do this.
Piers, my dad is dead and my mum is on my payroll. My family are
Your
fine.
mum's on your payroll?
My mum is on my payroll.
There we go.
Doing what?
That says a lot.
Admin.
What does
that says a lot.
It's just behind the scenes work. She doesn't do anything rude or anything.
So she loves you doing this?
Well, she doesn't praise it at the pub like, woohoo! My daughter does OnlyFans, but she's supportive. She knows that I'm over 18. I can do what the hell I want. And she knows that, her views can't, impact my life. What is she going to do? You're grounded because you do OnlyFans. Like, what the hell? It's 2023. People can do what the hell they want.
No, don't get me wrong. I totally subscribe to that. And the show...
Oh, you subscribe?
I don't subscribe to you, but I haven't bestowed you that honour yet. No, but look, I think this show's called Uncensored. You can do whatever you like. I don't care. But I'm just curious about you.
I was gonna say something here, but I'm not gonna say it, man. It's way too inappropriate. Plus, it might land me in a lot of trouble. But I'm not gonna say it.
Being someone who embarked on a law career, was obviously very bright, went to university, packed it in just for money to be effectively an online stripper. I mean, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, way worse than an online stripper. But
what do you mean way worse?
Way worse.
Way graphic.
Online strippers just, naked. I do things that are way more grotesque than
Just
that.
pornography.
Pornography, anything, but it's all within what I want to do, and I absolutely love it, and I'm really good at it. I could be a good lawyer, yes, but also am I good at doing other things on video and camera?
How would you feel when you want to have kids yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't really want kids right now. But
You will do. How old are you?
25.
Right, so you will do at some stage, probably, right?
Maybe.
When you do, you're going to be proud that you have your little ones and they look at you and go, didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?
Yeah.
And you go, here, but look at all my stuff.
They can cry in a Ferrari.
That's sad.
If you have an hour this week, you
That
can learn
is
100
sad
songs on
as
the
hell.
piano by learning just 4 chords. These.
I've never heard a sadder statement in a while. That's sad.
You see, I know there will be people watching
That's very
this,
selfish.
young
Very
people
selfish,
cheering you
very
on, going,
selfish.
yeah, girl, you go, El. And then
Yeah.
the other people going, what are you sounding like? You sound
Yeah.
awful, grotesque. It's like, why go down this road?
These women never get a reality check. They've gone most of their lives without being told the truth. They've been lied to all their lives. They've not been on, you need people. You don't need yes men and yes women around you. You need people that are going to tell you the truth. And clearly, her mom is literally on a payroll. Shouldn't that say a lot? That just shows you that the most important job in the world is parenthood. That's the number one important job in the world, parenthood. But guess what? Most people don't grow up in a parent household, which is crazy.
You could be doing something so much better
Yeah.
for the world than this, couldn't you?
No, I've been so sexually open since I was at school, and if you met anyone in my year group, they would be like, you were absolutely made to do this. And I think if you put your mind to something, that you can absolutely achieve it. Look at me, with a little bit of good looks and hard work, you can
All right.
become a millionaire.
Blair, look,
But notice she said hard work. So even though it might look like she's just having a good time, she ain't always having a good time. She doesn't always want to make content. She doesn't always want to do all these things. But she knows she has to for the money to keep flowing. Now it becomes work. And she claims she loves the job, but there's some times, you wake up and you're in pain and you don't want to do certain things. And me personally, I feel like the internet is forever, man. You're not getting rid of them videos. Your kids are definitely going to see those videos. And then they're going to get bullied by them. And, with the rate at which the S word, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the word, but the way the SUI, the rate at which it's going higher and going up, especially in young men. You don't want your child going for that, do you? Because kids are ruthless nowadays. They're gonna mock your child, man. They're gonna destroy your child, and your child is gonna take it out on you, or himself, or she gonna take it out on her, or you. That's simple. Elbrook.
Let's play devil's advocate, Blair. I mean, look, I saw you rolling your eyes, but the bottom line is she's making millions doing what she enjoys doing. So clearly very popular. I mean, who
Piers,
are we to be
please.
too prudish about it, frankly?
Let your guests talk.
It's nothing to do with Al, but I think it's important to state that it's not just about having good looks and a little bit of work ethic, because oftentimes, like I just said, you could be incredibly good looking on OnlyFans and only bring in $180 a month and still take on the entire stigma of doing sex work. So while it's important to, say that everyone can do what they want, we do have to acknowledge that Al is the exception, not the rule. And oftentimes these young girls, sometimes on their 18th birthday, are being misled into joining this site that completely demolishes any prospects of future employment for for them, and often statistically, any chances of having relationships. A lot of OnlyFans girls are actually regretting being on the website.
So that's a good
I'm so
point.
happy for Elle, but that's the exception to the rule.
Okay, yeah, let me ask you on that point. I mean, do you have a man or not? You want a man?
No, I'm single at the moment. But can I just point out that people fail at jobs all the time. Like, just because you didn't make it as an actor, do you regret being an actor? Like, so many companies go bust.
The ignorance is crazy, isn't it?
That point,
right. If you fail at OnlyFans, you've done porn.
Sorry?
I said, but if you fail at McDonald's, you didn't flip a burger correctly for a customer. If you fail at OnlyFans, there's videos and pictures of you having sex or being naked on the internet forever. There's much
you make that choice. It's not like loads of people fail.
No, I know,
if you make
but
that
you should
choice
make
of
the
getting
choice
naked,
armed
then you
with the
can
information. But you should be armed with the information, is what I'm saying. You
What does it say though, Elle? I mean, honestly, we've got to wrap it up, but what does it say about society where a bright young woman like you,
yeah,
right, decides to abandon a career and a fantastic career as a lawyer to do this just because it's making you money online? What does it say about the way society's gone?
Society is
that I'm successful no matter what I do. I'd be successful as anything. It just
pretty proud of
Look, I'm sorry guys, I can't hear any more of this nonsense, okay? Yeah, I think it's quite evident and self-explanatory, the kind of world we're living in today, where back in the days you were shamed for being promiscuous as a woman, especially, you know, both men and women, but as women especially, because women are just this spiritual vessels, you know, they're very delicate. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it taught you guys something. I hope you guys learned something from this at least. Anyways guys, I need to head out now, so thank you and one love.